If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile, if you like to waltz with potatoes up and down the produce aisle, have we got a show for you? Lil Sean. Drop. Broccoli, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Lima beans, collard greens, peachy keen, VeggieTales. Cauliflower, sweet and sour, half an hour, VeggieTales. VeggieTales, VeggieTales, it's time for VeggieTales. Throwback, Sunday school, best show, vegetables. Every episode so cool. Learn about God in the Bible. Low key, grown man, high key, still a fan. I play the songs when I can, cause God's still bigger than the boogeyman. Barbara, Manatee, and Pizza Angel, come to me. I'm a motivated pirate who don't do anything, no, seriously, I just stay home and lay around. Shout out to Larry the Cucumber and my boy Bob the Tomato. Y'all stick to DC and Marvel. Larry Boy's my superhero. Oh, where is my hairbrush though? Oh, why doesn't everybody ever want a buffalo? Keep walking and walking, but you won't knock down our wall. I think cheeseburgers are precious and the very best show is VeggieTales, 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 VeggieTales. Never ever been a show like VeggieTales. No, there's never ever been a show like VeggieTales. I still don't know what I'd do if my lips left me, man. Hey, what y'all know about them say boos? None of them Marvel superheroes got plungers for ears, dog. It's Laura's fault she broke the plate. She kept on saying she had to demonstrate her apple chopper. Chop right through the plate, man. VeggieTales.
Let me tell you about him. Jesus is his name, and I'm all about him. I live to bring him praise. He is the way and the truth and the life. God is 3 in 1, reigning undefeated. Our God is overcome. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Let me tell you about him. King of kings, Lord of lords. There is no one like him. There is none at all. Alpha and Omega, resurrected Savior. Jesus is his name. Let me tell you about him. Closer than a brother, he will never leave. God is my provider, he is all I need. He is God Almighty, he will never change. We cry holy, holy.
Welcome to Juicy Live. I'm Daniel. I'm here with my other co-host, CJ.
Tell you about him.
How you doing today, CJ?
Good, how are you, Danny?
Doing well. How is quarantine and essential work life going?
Essential work life is busy. Quarantine is a lot of the same. Sitting at home, watching movies.
Yeah.
Doing puzzles.
Well, I got a lot of fun text messages about or social distancing in our chat. So if you notice, I have 2 desks now instead of 1 table, and we are farther apart. And we can't touch each other, which it should be 6 feet, right? I don't know. And we're not directly talking to each other or sneezing at each other. Yeah. So we'll see how that works. But we're social distancing. And we have cameras right in front of us too, which helps. So we can go to personal views. Like, for instance, you can see CJ pretty face right about any moment. CC's pretty face. Nah. Yeah. Transition. Look at that. Transition it.
It's Danny.
Transition it.
That.
Nick, you have to transition it.
There's that.
There we go. Yeah.
And then there's that.
What's up? All right. So that's everything going on. So last week we talked about watching Harry Potter. Did you watch Harry Potter?
I did watch Harry Potter.
All right. After our stream, there was a huge debate with the 3 people here, James, me and CJ. By huge, it's kind of minorly huge, about whether it's called the Philosopher's Stone or the Sorcerer's Stone.
Correct.
And I was dead set it was the Sorcerer's Stone.
Well, the box says Sorcerer's Stone.
The book title even says Sorcerer's Stone.
In the movie, they refer to stone as Philosopher's Stone. But it's called Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, so we were right.
Yeah, we were right.
Yeah, Sorcerer's Stone. James, if you're watching this, you're wrong. Wrong. Trying to tell us we're wrong about our thing, but we know our Harry Potter. But anyways, yeah, me and CJ both watch Harry Potter. We both have some notes on it, what we thought, and kind of connect to a spiritual undertones of the movie. But we do have some games and some other things going on. So, CJ, we're about to hit a small break. And can you tell them what we did with our breaks this week?
We've got a treat for you guys this week for our commercial breaks. You're going to see commercials from Danny and myself, and maybe some of Danny's family members might pop in, things like that. So don't just tune out when you see it go to break.
Yep, we have some fun videos coming up. And more fun videos come. Show us, message us what type of videos we should watch. Okay, we're about to go to a short break, and during this time, you can watch one of these awesome videos. I think the first one's up to CJ's video. So go ahead and watch an awesome video as we work out some issues that we may or may not have with our live stream at the moment. All right.
What's up, guys? Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. But I wanted to take this opportunity to reach out to you guys and just say that I'm glad you've been watching. Continue to do so. Share this video with your friends. At this time, I want to invite you guys to continue watching. On Sunday nights, we do a live stream from our Facebook page, which is Echo Youth Group. You can watch us there Sunday nights at 7 o'clock. Just give you guys a thought for the day, really, a Bible verse and stuff to think about. Don't worry, challenge we're going to be right back during quarantine. But I want to take this opportunity, and then also on the Facebook page, we'll constantly reach out to you guys and just say that I'm glad you've been watching. Do some fun continue to do so. To try to share this video busy while you're stuck in the house. The other thing, continue watching on Sunday nights. We do Wednesday live stream from our Facebook page, which is Echo Youth Group on YouTube. You can watch us there on Sunday nights at 7 and stuff like that. So keep just give you guys a thought. Check us out on Instagram, which is Echo_11. We're going to be right back. But I want to take this opportunity. And then also on the Facebook page, we'll constantly reach out to you guys and just say that I'm glad you've been watching. Do some fun continue to do so. Try to keep you busy while you're stuck in the house. Another thing, continue watching. On Sunday nights, we do Wednesday live stream from our Facebook page, which is Echo Youth Group on YouTube. You can watch us there on Sunday nights at 7 stuff like that. So just give you guys a thought. Check us out on Instagram, which is Echo_11. We're going to be right back. And then also on the Facebook page, we're constantly out. We hang out, we have a good time, and we get to know each other, and we go try to get through this crazy. What's up, guys? Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. But I wanted to take this opportunity to reach out to you guys and just say that I'm glad you've been watching. Continue to do so. Share this video with your friends. At this time, I want to invite you guys to continue watching. On Sunday nights, we do a live stream from our Facebook page, which is Echo Youth Group. You can watch us there Sunday nights at 7 o'clock. Just give you guys a thought for the day, really, a Bible verse and stuff to think about, and a challenge maybe for you during quarantine. And then also on the Facebook page, we're constantly giving you guys tasks to do while you're on quarantine to just do some.
We're about to play a game. And this game is called Harry Potter versus Star Wars. Me and CJ are gonna put up some Harry Potter characters against Star Wars characters, and stick with us. It's going to be fun. Play the game with us. Share your personal thoughts on what do you think is better with these characters when they face off. But which addresses, we apologize for the echoing and the quick break. I had some text messages from my group saying that they couldn't get to the stream or parts of the stream was inaccessible because we transitioned to a new YouTube channel with this big old logo on it, and we're also doing it on Facebook as well. So if there's any problems, it's because we're ironing out some just
technical
difficulties, and it's an unfortunate life to live, but it happened. So stick with us if you have any problems accessing the live stream or hearing live stream, echo problems, mic problems, video problems. Just text me or CJ or message us on our different DMs so that we can find out and fix whatever the problem is. So that's what we ask of you, so we can make this the best experience for everyone as we continue to go on. Thanks for sticking with us as we go through this episode. But today, unlike normal days, we are not eating food.
Yes, no more food.
No more food. But instead, we're gonna play some kind of mind games. All right. We have to do the pick me.
Got to do the pick me for the $10 Taco Bell.
$10 Taco Bell gift card. Hey Nick, can you move the screen into the screen into the? Go back to the window thing you were just on.
Okay.
Yep.
The game.
Yep.
Okay.
And move that thing into the box so that the background's not showing.
Which thing?
The thing your mouse is right next to, with the yellow borders, has a name on it.
Move that where?
Move it over.
Oh,
There, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
There you
Okay.
There we go.
All right, so we're about to transition to a name,
has
and
no
we're about
idea
to
what
see who wins the game. So we'll be back in just a second, but we'll see who wins. Nick, can you go ahead and roll that So you're gonna go to the Sidekick app. Let me go help him out real quick.
While Danny's gone, I will fill you guys in that I did a Harry Potter
over here?
puzzle this week, all by myself. 100% all me. And it was for the Sorcerer's Stone, too, so it was 550
Okay,
pieces
I need
all by
to-
myself.
Oh, sorry, Mike's on here.
And by all by myself, I mean 10% of it, and then Holly did 90%. Yeah.
They can hear us on these mics with the screen switches, so they can still hear you.
All right, so now we're going to pick the $10 Taco Bell gift card for watching last week and participating in the activities, right?
Yep. Many names are put in here, but what are some ways that you can get your name on here, CJ?
Participating in the chat, sharing the videos, and what else was it?
Doing any challenges that we
Yes, any
mentioned
challenge.
during the thing. Last week's challenge was what?
The drawing, wasn't it?
Yep, the drawing. Did you see any good drawings?
I did.
I haven't seen any yet.
Really?
That made me sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I can show you some of the ones I saw.
cool. No one tagged my group into it, so I didn't get to see it. You had to tag the Ripple youth from my ministry. So Rippleites, Ripplets. I don't know what you call us. Get on your game, participate, do what we ask, so I can give you $10. I want to give you $10. So here's our $10 gift card. Nick, go ahead and stop that spinning whenever you want.
All right.
Ooh, Andrew. Do you know what Andrew?
Andrew Holbrook.
Andrew Holbrook. Awesome. You win a
Andrew
$10
Holbrook.
gift card to Taco Bell. Congratulations.
Quiero Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. All right, that's awesome. But this next game is called Star Wars versus Thing, and it's located in our Sidekick app. So if you go into the thing, go into playlist, it should be there, Nick. It's Sidekick app.
I don't know. Okay.
The one that operates that big screen. Yep, you now moved it into the thing.
Yep.
Yep, that one.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry about technical
He's getting it.
difficulties.
So
it should be in playlist. We'll get it there eventually. But on another
Okay,
note,
there we go. Okay.
Yep, then you hit go live.
The first one.
It should say have Star Wars in it. Nope, the other one.
Yep. Okay. There we go.
Okay,
All right.
so this is Star Wars thing. Our first question is what, Nick? Go ahead and read that for us.
Which good guy is more likely to win in a reverse battle?
In a reverse battle.
Okay, so it looks like it's Harry Potter versus Darth Vader, or Luke versus Voldemort. Don't say his name. Well, switch back to main cam.
Voldemort.
Which
versus
one
Luke, and Harry versus Darth Vader.
Harry versus Darth Vader.
Oh man, I don't know. That's tough. Does the Force stop magic?
I think it is magic.
Does magic stop the Force?
Does magic stop the Force?
Which one's greater? So the real question is, so the magic, we'll just assume magic and the Force are the same thing.
Okay.
Just they have different ways of describing it because, logic.
All right.
So the wizards have found a way to channel the Force or the magic in a more precise way than Force users have.
I would say, yeah, if we're saying that the Force and magic are the same, then yes, the wizards have gone deeper control of the Force / magic so that they can do more with it. Because Darth Vader, what does he do? He just air chokes people, right?
Yeah,
right.
And then like moves objects. But
I feel like Darth Vader can't air choke somebody from like yards away.
right.
I'm pretty sure Harry Potter can like.
he can stop a ship from going into hyperspace, man, like from miles away.
Yeah, he did do it, didn't he?
He can do that. The comics and the books have explained his powers as the most dominant Force user of like history. Like he's crazy powerful.
But I'm sure there is some kind of spell to stop that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, possible.
There's more. I think there's more options. There's more in his tool bag.
So you think Harry Potter will win against Darth Vader?
Yeah, I think so, man.
I think he would cheat. And I think he would win.
Darth Vader
Darth
or
Vader?
No.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
You think Harry?
How
would
would
I
Harry
think
Potter-
Harry would cheat. I think Harry Potter would cheat. I think he would win. Because I think there's spells that would,
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, I'm spilling.
But Harry Potter isn't that powerful of a wizard. Like Hermione is way more powerful than Harry Potter. The only reason Harry Potter is powerful is because he has a connection with Voldemort, and then he had the Elder Wand. His knowledge of the magic isn't that great.
Are we talking about young Harry Potter or old Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Harry Potter at the last book.
So we're talking teenage Harry.
Yeah, when the picture was suggesting. I'm not talking about adult Harry Potter, which we never know how far he actually got with his magic building skills.
I wonder what our crowd thinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who wins, Darth Vader or Harry Potter?
Darth Vader, Harry Potter.
And then Luke or Voldemort.
So I would say probably Harry Potter will win that. I would submit that. I would say probably Harry Potter. Let's talk about Luke versus Voldemort for a few minutes. Who do you think will win that fight?
Voldemort.
Voldemort?
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Luke. Although the last Star Wars I did like, spoiler alert, that really kind of showed his power, because he was there, defeating, what was it, his nephew, right? What's his name? Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren?
Yeah, when he was there but not there.
Okay.
And so, I thought that kind of showed his power, but I don't see what that does against the wizard again. And an evil, evil wizard who has killed everyone but Harry Potter that he's faced.
And, Luke lost his arm to Vader.
And if Vader's
lost,
to Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I have a student of mine who kind of disagrees with our understanding of magic and the Force, saying that they're not the same thing.
they're not the same thing.
Yeah, well, they're different universes, obviously.
Okay, so
but
if they're not the same thing, then one is definitely more powerful than the other, and I would still have to put my money on.
yeah,
magic.
I think magic beats the Force because the Force is a little less controllable. It's a little less precise.
Even Yoda, who I think is the most powerful Jedi, right?
Yeah.
The coolest thing I saw him do was lift a ship out of the water.
And he was tired after
You know what I mean? Yeah, right. So
he was exhausted.
Yeah,
I saw Harry take a couple licks from whatever was coming out of Voldemort's wand, and just kept ticking. So I don't know. I'm still going with magic.
But could the lightsaber block the wand, the burst of electricity? Because it can block electricity in Star Wars Force. If it's just a different way to channel it, then possibly.
Forgot about the electricity. But again, they can build whole what they do. They covered the whole castle with the a shield. So.
But is that possible in the Force world? You know they can make force fields, but can you make a force shield?
I don't know. I think this is beyond our.
Right.
My
So which one do you
Depends
think
on how many
beyond my
midichlorians you
levels.
have.
So I do think that the Magic wins. I don't think Luke
Yeah.
will be defeated by Voldemort. And reason Luke won against Darth Vader was because he has more of an emotional tie to Vader.
Right. Well, and he didn't even really win against Vader. I mean, he did, but Vader ended up like, pretty much submitting to his son, and then like helping. You know what? Another thing. This is going off on this whole Star Wars thing because I love it. But if you really think about it, like the original Star Wars, if you go back right to when Anakin was a kid and they thought he was the chosen one, he really was the chosen one.
Yeah.
Because that whole time he was Darth Vader, he was still the one who overthrew the Empire by throwing the Emperor into the pit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still saying though that Voldemort beats Luke.
Yeah, I
and
would
Harry
agree with that.
beats Vader.
All right, next question.
Sorry.
All right, so we're gonna go to this one here.
I got one kid who agrees it's Harry though.
There we go.
Teddy.
Who is more annoying, Draco Malfoy or Jar Jar Binks himself?
I love Star Wars, and I'm still going with Jar Jar Binks. I cannot stand that creature.
I think Draco Malfoy is a good character. I think there's a lot of character development with him. I think that he is frustrating to watch because he's like, come on, man, you know what the right thing to do is.
He's definitely one of those people that you want to punch in the face.
Yeah, but as
I'm
he
not
grows,
saying you should, but I'm just saying he's one of those guys when you see him and he makes that smug look, you're like, man, you really deserve it, you know?
yeah,
And I was gonna say, I think we all know that Jar Jar Binks is just acting dumb. He's actually a Sith master.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, come
that was
on.
never established in the canon. Okay, therefore it's not true.
So I've got Teddy says Jar Jar Binks. Holly says Draco.
Yeah, I have a lot of
And I got another
Draco.
one. Blaine is saying Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks was, I think, by far the most hated Star Wars character ever.
I would agree.
I have two students saying Malfoy.
Malfoy?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do not like him. Again, he should be punched in the face, I think. And I think he does get punched once or twice.
but
throughout the series.
I agree with that. I think Jar Jar Binks is is more annoying because I think that Jar Jar Binks doesn't have a character arc. He's boring and he's annoying when he's
Right.
on screen. He's like, why is he a part of it? Where Draco Malfoy has a character arc.
Right.
Like he starts off as this punk kid, right? And he eventually goes into a slightly like more character you care about a little bit more as you get to kind of see his understanding and his just all
Yeah,
out.
what kind of life he's actually in, where it's his parents are kind of raising him to be evil instead of his choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
you get
what I
a
think.
little bit of sympathy for Draco, but he's still one of those kids that sometimes, man,
Just want to punch in the face.
just want to punch him in the face.
Hey, Danny, there's a word glitch on the screen.
I see that.
Okay.
Go ahead and just switch to our cameras. Oh, I need to fix that. That's nasty. Go back to that. Go back to that one.
Yeah.
Do. Close up, Danny time. No,
Yeah.
it's not. You don't see the close up.
Yeah. All right.
Yay! There I am.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. So we've kind of figured that. Besides a few people, no, people are agreeing with me now, saying that Jar Jar is more annoying.
Haley can't stand Star Wars.
All right. Go for it.
You have to give one a makeover and pass him off as a baby. Do you choose Dobby or Yoda?
It's Dobby.
Man,
I think the Baby Yoda has already been a thing,
Baby Yoda is already a thing.
but Baby Yoda wasn't made up into Baby Yoda.
Right. He wasn't. Yeah, he was actually a baby.
So then I say which one would be a cuter baby, which probably be Yoda.
I think you'd be more likely to pass Dobby off as a baby with a very, very ugly baby.
I think I know babies that look like Dobby.
Yeah, I think so.
and their parents know who they are.
And I think the fact with I mean, where you're trying to pass it off as a baby, the fact that Yoda's green might be a problem. You know?
Yeah, I mean the whole green thing. People would definitely ask, what's
he
wrong
sick?
with your baby?
Yeah, right.
Sick? Is your baby sick? Yeah, so I think Dobby would be the easiest one to pass off as a baby. But Yoda would definitely be cuter.
Yeah, I mean-
yeah.
Yeah, people love Baby Yoda.
We'll go to the next one here.
Someone says, Megan says that she's going to choose Yoda because he has more features like a human, unlike Dobby.
Blaine says Dobby.
Oh.
Nick just went there.
I got some Dobby. I got Dobby all the way. I got Dobby. So a lot of people think Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby. I got Teddy's Dobby. Cheyenne says Dobby.
Yeah, so it'd be awesome if you guys could just like let us know like the reasons why you think Dobby or think Yoda. So just keep up with that. Just give your vote also works too. But I kind of want to hear your reasonings.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of help us think if we're crazy or if you guys think like us.
Yeah. All right.
Our next one here is which would you rather use to chop down a tree?
Oh.
A magic wand or a lightsaber? And if you don't choose lightsaber,
Yeah,
I am going to judge you.
Wait. Which one would you
Very
rather
much.
chop down a tree with?
A lightsaber.
I think a lightsaber.
All the way.
I think a wand would be easier. But I think a
Yes.
lightsaber would be a lot more fun.
Yes, the lightsaber.
You just
would
like
be way-
you cut down the tree.
Yeah, lightsaber would be way more fun.
How was that, Danny?
Yeah, I think a lightsaber would be way better because you get, it's just something satisfying about chopping. It's just a wand. You're just, no.
I mean, you saw it cut through like the doors and stuff. And
Steel, yeah.
Oh man, that was cool.
It's just a steel, right? Imagine what it would do to a big oak tree.
Probably slightly started on fire a little bit. Oh
fantastic.
man, that'd be great.
A lot of people saying lightsaber.
Yeah,
Scott,
I got
Abby,
lightsabers.
Haley.
I got someone
I don't
disagree-
see one says a wand, not one.
Yeah, so I got magic wand. Wait, no, lightsaber because kinetic energy would chop down it faster. I got lightsaber. It will be so much easier. I got Victoria saying magic wands. The process would be much more interesting, more safe. Get safety first. I can
Definitely
see that.
safe, yeah.
Safety.
Well, and the cleanup would probably be less with a wand.
The
because
worst
you
part
could
about
just,
chopping down trees is cleanup.
yeah, because
Yeah, it's fun watching them fall down, but then like you have like 30 million leaves to
I
pick up.
still think I would love to chop it down with a lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going lightsaber.
Probably sound.
I got just one swipe and it's down. But yeah, like you know how like sometimes people like thinks that like I can swipe and then just sort of cut someone's finger off.
Right.
I watched a TV show where like it kind of like a guy did that. The guy was trying to chop off a guy's hand and like he goes like halfway in the hand because he doesn't know how to use a sword.
Oh yeah, no.
And like I feel like that might happen to some people with lightsaber because they saw it done in a movie. Like, I can do this. Just
right.
be like Qui-Gon Jinn going through that metal blast door.
Gotta set. Yeah, I had to sit there for a minute.
Yeah, just like,
So-
try to cut it
But
down.
there was inches of steel, so I still think it'd be
Yeah.
cool. Lightsaber. I'm agree with the people. Lightsaber.
Yeah, lightsaber.
What's the next one?
All right, the next one here is which location would you rather spend the night? The Forbidden Forest or the Death Star?
The Death Star.
Is it the night the Death Star explodes?
Right. Are we talking like brand new Death Star or like,
Well, the Death Star, does that Death Star ever make it a full like completion, like a day after it's complete?
And I want to know too, though, is if I'm staying in these places, am I a Jedi or a wizard?
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So
if you-
I'm
if you're
in this
Jew-
world, I have to have one of those abilities.
If you are
right?
just
So-
yourself, CJ, no powers.
I'm gonna try to find somewhere in the Death Star to hide. And
Yeah, I think the Death Star would be
sleep
easier to
at.
hide and less scary because there's not like random things walking around making crackling
you just gotta hide
noises.
from stormtroopers, and you see how their aim is with the light. With the
Yeah.
guns. You got a high
but
survival rate.
Obi-Wan says that nobody's choose as precise as an Imperial Stormtrooper.
Yeah, but do you see? Like they can't hit anything.
Well, maybe this is not Imperial Stormtroopers.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, it depends on my sleeping arrangements.
Death Star, neither. Death Star, they probably got beds there. That's good logic, Austin. Yes. But you may never get another opportunity to see a unicorn.
There's probably some pretty cool views in the forest,
Right.
you know.
And there's
Yeah.
there's the what are those? What
Unicorns?
do the half man have?
Oh, Centaurs.
Centaurs or centaurs in there? Just
Yeah.
ride one of those.
I got someone debunking me about saying Rogue One took at least a day or two. So if you're there for a day before it blows up, you're there for the main tour. I have another student going to the Death Star when it does not blow up. Good point.
I've got one that says for two. Only two that says Forbidden Forest.
Forbidden Forest. Yeah. But then again, the stormtroopers are excellent shots, but the Force makes their shots miss. So you have the fix-up theory.
Wow, that changes my whole theory then on Harry and Darth Vader. If the Force presents or creates some type of deflection.
But they're both using the Force if you're considering magic and the Force the same powers. Just it's like universalist. The people who think that all religions are the same God but different names.
It all's the same.
It's all the same.
Whatever works for you.
I am not a universalist.
No. Okay.
On to the next.
Three people said Forbidden Forest.
We've got who would make a better band? Harry, Ron, and Hermione, or Luke, Leia, and Han? And you decide the genre and who plays what instrument.
Okay, obviously, can I go with this one?
Yeah, you can go with
just
this.
for a second.
You can run.
Luke, Leia, and Han. Already, that picture looked like a great '80s cover band.
Oh yeah.
And Hans is definitely playing the guitar. I would say Luke is the lead singer, and I could see Leia on the bass. You know.
I don't know.
Or the
I'm thinking like a Fleetwood Mac kind of vibe from them.
Yeah. and man, I don't even know about Harry with Ron and man, I some really bad like teeny bop version of like.
They're definitely a boy band with a girl.
Yeah, they're what's that one? The British one that I can't stand. One Direction. They're One Direction with a girl.
One Direction with a
They're
girl.
One Direction with a girl.
They sing it. They don't know how to play instruments, and they just kind of like sing to a track.
See, that's funny. I'm
Yeah.
seeing Ron and Harry and Hermione as like a punk British band.
Yeah, they
like,
could, yeah.
Like with Hermione on the drums, Ron on the bass, and Harry on lead guitar. That's what I see.
And Ron and Harry are the main singers, and Ron's always writing jealous songs about Harry, and Harry's always writing songs about like depression and death because that's what he does.
Yeah.
And then Hermione just doesn't write music; she reads.
She's the angry love kind of person.
She's
right?
definitely angry.
Yeah, so I got one of the girls in my youth group, Victoria, saying Luke, Leia, and Han, a 70 rock band. I have Ryan going, you mean multiple directions.
Yeah. Multiple directions.
And then I have Megan saying Han on the guitar and drums, Luke playing piano, Leia singing They Do Metal.
So I've only got two that have said Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and that's their only reasoning. Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I guess they like the British or the girl One Direction. See, and it works because the one can be one girl, One Direction. They're all going the one girl's direction. I don't know. Anyways, next one.
Who would you not want to be your prom date's father? Voldemort or Darth Vader?
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I don't want my date looking like Voldemort.
Yeah, right. Hope the looks don't come in the one in the family. Right? I'm gonna take my chances with Darth. You know, and that with Darth, you have the opportunity of being swayed. Like at least he's like going to try to persuade you to come to the dark side. I think with Voldemort, it's then instantly death because you're dating his daughter. But Vader, I think he'd be like, I can just recruit this guy, and so you got a chance to live.
Yeah, my reasoning for I want Darth Vader because he doesn't pay that much attention to his daughter. So he cares way more about his son.
Han definitely got away with it.
So,
Leia was completely in the clear. Like,
yeah, Layla was an attention seeker. Again, I may not want to date Leia because she's kind of a crazy person, but Voldemort just seems like a terrifying dude who just kill you for fun. Where Darth Vader just he cares way more about his son.
Yeah, that's a good.
He's not going to pay as much attention to you. So
kind of a hands-off parenting.
If Luke and Leia are both going to a prom together, and I'm the date for Leia, and he has a date, Darth Vader's going to 100% more look at Luke and his prom date.
Right, because she's a distraction from him coming to the Dark Force.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dark
So
side. Yeah.
I'll choose Darth Vader just because I think it's less likely for me to die.
And honestly, Darth Vader is probably my all-time favorite villain, and I'd like to get his autograph. So
That's crazy. Can I get your autograph?
like, I'm just dating your daughter to get your autograph.
Oh, I got
Voldemort. Neither Voldemort. Everyone prefers Voldemort.
Really?
I don't know why.
I got somebody saying Darth Vader because Vader would give me a slow and painful experience, but Voldemort would make it quick and painless. So Ryan's holding out for the potential of life.
Justice.
Okay, next question.
Which would you rather be your primary mode of transportation? A flying broom or a speeder bike?
Can I have the flying broom and just use the speeder bike on like holidays?
No.
I'm sorry, but a
Really?
flying broom
Yeah,
as a
a flying
guy
broom, right?
really doesn't sound very comfortable.
No, you're
Not
right.
a comfortable situation.
But
But it has
you
little
can
feet
fly.
handles.
You work something out.
And clean energy.
Maybe
Magic
if I got like a seat on the broom,
There you
maybe.
go.
All right.
You gotta customize it. Speeder bike though, those do look super cool, and
They sound really cool.
Yeah, they sound really cool. You go really fast.
Right.
What would you want?
Nick made a really good point.
Make you a really good point.
I was broom until Nick made his point. Yeah, so
Broom,
speeder.
I got a lot of brooms. Again, no reasoning from any of my people why. But
Megan went a speeder bike. It's too easy to fall off a broom. Flying broom because speeder bikes crash way too often and can't fly.
and those crashes, immediate explosions. There's no, I might have lived. No, it's when they hit a tree,
Boom.
or it's a million pieces and you go flying through the woods and your head's back in the tree somewhere.
Yeah.
I think falling off a broom, you might, catch a branch or two on the way down to hold, break your fall. I don't know.
Speeder bike.
All right. Who is most likely to be high school valedictorian?
Hermione. 'Cause she's
Hermione or C-3PO?
C3PO.
I think they would do about the same.
Hermione has to literally work hard for everything. Like, all of her knowledge is because she
But
does
she
study.
naturally does that. She doesn't do it because out of obligations or anything. She naturally does that because that's the type of person she
But
is.
C3PO is like Google. Like, it's all there.
Yeah.
How many languages does he know? Just because it's there. Hermione would take months and
But
months
he
and months
he
to
would
learn it.
fail at any
Years.
like I can't think of the word, any like reasoning type thing because he doesn't have reason. He can't reason anything. He just has his programming. So if there's any class about reason,
Well, okay, so, yeah. I don't know, man.
so I think
Still going with the robot.
I'm going for Hermione. She'll work harder. She deserves it.
We're divided.
Yeah, no, I'm going no to robots. No robots.
No robots?
No robots. Human beings all the way. And we've got our last one here.
All right.
Who would most benefit from a full bottle of Axe body spray?
Jabba.
Hagrid or Jabba the Hutt?
Whoa, have you ever had an 8th grader who just used Axe body spray at camp?
I've had a guy who has been excessive with it. He wasn't an 8th grader, but he's been excessive. No.
All week long, no showers, just
Axe?
Axe body spray
man,
in lake
awful.
water.
Oh, that's awful. No, that's awful.
I'm gonna say Hagrid because he's a good-looking dude.
I think Hagrid would most benefit from it because I feel like
Are
he
you saying that
bathes
because you
every
could
once
be
in a
his
while.
cousin?
I look
with the
very,
beard?
very similar to Hagrid. So yes, I think he could pull it off. You know,
But he wouldn't need to he wouldn't benefit most from it, would he? Is that
I
the
don't
question,
think you
right?
could cover up Jabba's smell.
Yeah, I don't think he would benefit from it.
I think it's spraying perfume.
Okay, so I get it. Your
on
guys'
a turd.
argument is that it would actually help Hagrid because it would.
It'd be
cover
more
up-
beneficial for him because it would actually help
It would
him.
just make him smell good, where Jabba it
Well,
would
to
just
add to
make
the collective of
stench.
smell.
Yeah. Okay. No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That I'll go with Hagrid.
Yeah. Okay. So
Jabba needs some work though. He needs a power washer.
I got a few from the last one. I got Hermione for that Hermione because C3PO will be kicked out for cheating. I got Hermione. She cares more. And then for this one, I got one answer saying Jabba the Hutt would benefit more from it, but no reasoning for any of them.
Okay, so back to ours then. Hermione, I have one that says Hermione because this is from Haley. She says, has a great natural talent and she remembers a whole lot of what she learns. And then a bunch of other people for the Jabba, they were all saying Jabba and that he needs a refresher. But I think after your guys' logic with just adding perfume on top of stench doesn't help.
I had a teen who put Jabba the Hutt, but he goes, fair point. Hagrid then.
Yeah.
We changed minds, Nick.
Nice.
Okay,
That's what
we're about to take another quick break, and we will watch another promo video and a fun video. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a moment. Don't click away. I know you're tempted. Don't do it because we'll be right back. And don't worry about it, okay? We're going to be right back. CJ's probably going to try something disgusting. It's going to be awesome, and he's going to make fun of my cooking. Something like that's going to happen. I have no idea. This is pre-recorded. But don't scroll away. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Let me take this moment to kind of plug my stuff with no shame. You can follow our Instagram at the Ripple Youth on Instagram, or you can follow us on YouTube at The Ripple, where we do life group every single Sunday morning. You can check us out there. We're probably going to keep up that tradition after this quarantine. If you find us after the quarantine, please consider checking us out sometime. We're located in Griffith, Indiana, and you can come visit us at any moment of What's up, man and woman? How y'all doing today? It's Randy, Danny's second cousin, twice removed, 7 times forgotten. One time at a Kmart, looking at the red Power Ranger and the blue Power Ranger, how to decide. Honestly, I really wanted the yellow one. She was hot. But Danny, my cousin Danny, he wanted me to tell you the Bible story. And I know what you're all thinking. Randy, you don't know the Bible. You dropped out of Sunday school. Whatever. I knew enough. I paid attention in children's Sunday school long enough to understand how to exactly tell a story. So I want to tell about this guy. His name was John. Was it Jacob? Jingerheimer Smith? His name is my name too? Wait a second. My name's Randy, man. But his name starts with J. CJ, what's his name? CJ. Why you don't shrug your shoulders, man? CJ. Okay, man. Jay. Oh yeah, I remember talking about Jay. So this guy named Jay, right? He became this like secret agent who like started chasing aliens, and he had this little tiny gun called a cricket. And he shot a car with it and blew it up because he thought he was gonna shoot like a little one, but it was a big one. It was boom. It was a crazy. And then he fought this big cockroach by stepping on little cockroaches, and it was crazy, man. This Jay. Sorry, CJ. Sorry, back on track. Jay. Well, I was just going with Jay. Okay, this guy named Jay, he was like a guy who can talk to God. Okay, man, he could talk to God, and God was like, "Yo, Jay, you need to go to Sin City." So he went to Sin City, and he met this guy named Billy who taught him how to steal money from casinos, and he just kept going and stealing money, and then he got banned from casinos. Man, wait a second, man. CJ, that was a movie, right? Oh man, Jay. Prophet of God, Jay. Oh yeah, he said no God. He ran away. He ran from God. He's like, I want to go away. And then these pirates, one was a cucumber man. He sang a song like we're the pirates who don't do anything. We just stay at home. And it was a great song, my favorite song, man, because I don't do anything either. And God did something that made the pirates throw him overboard. I don't remember, man. And he was eaten by a giant fish. And that fish lost its son named Nemo. And he went off to find his son. And he found it. Oh, that's Nemo, man. Oh, man, that's not the story. Jay was in the fish. He wasn't searching for a fish. Duh. So anyway, he's found the fish, and he's in the fish, and he's like in there for like 3 days or something, and he comes out bleached and pale or something, and he walks and preaches to the Sin City. He was like, Las Vegas people, you're all gonna die. And they're like, oh, we need to repent, man. We need to repent before we die. And then Jay was all mad. I think his name was Joseph. Anyways, that's the Bible story, guys. See you all later. Okay, Danny, was that good? Danny, why'd you walk out? Danny! I didn't spill water everywhere. What's up, guys? Oh man, Randy, cousin Randy, crazy dude, man.
He is a hoot.
Yeah, you were recording with me that day, right?
Yeah.
Trying to keep him on track was just too much.
He's very scatterbrained.
Yeah, he starts telling one story. I told him to tell Jonah. Right,
tell the story,
Jonah,
yeah,
right?
he was supposed to.
And he was like, he started talking about Men in Black. I'm like, dude, Jonah.
Right.
He was like, oh yeah, man, Jay. I was like, Randy, come on, focus, man. You used to be like captain at Bible drills. Then he just stopped reading his Bible, and that's what happened to him. He gets scatterbrained. That's why it's important to read your Bibles all the time, kids. But yeah, Randy, cool guy.
Yeah,
Bit
nice
scatterbrained, knows his Bible though. He can beat you in sword drills every day. We're about to play a game called Harry Potter Four Corners. It's basically Harry Potter trivia since we can't play Four Corners in real life. So, let us know where you're at in the game. What you're going to do is we're going to pop a question up there. You have about 10 seconds to reply your question. Me and CJ are both going to get our reasons why we believe this. So go ahead and pop the first question on the board. All right. You hit title graphic off. There we go. Read the question to us, Nicholas.
So, what do you destroy a Horcrux with? 1. Philosopher's Stone. 2. Basilisk Venom. 3. Polyjuice Potion. 4. Avada Kedavra Spell.
Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
All right. What do you think? Go ahead and just put your number up. What you think?
4.
4. I think 4. I think 2. Okay, we got some 3s in there. We got some. He meant to say 2. Sorry. Could be a change.
I got a 1 and a 3. Abby says 1. Cheyenne 3. Scott says 2.
Got Philosopher's Stone.
Holly says 1.
Oh, wait. We got Philosopher's Stone. We got number 2. We got some 3s. Okay.
Christopher says 2.
What is it, Nick?
It is number 2.
Basilisk Venom.
Oh,
Yeah, remember they stabbed the book
Who
with
would've
it,
thought?
and they stabbed the snake with it. I think they stabbed the
Yeah,
snake.
no, that's right. They stabbed the snake with it. But it wouldn't kill the... It wouldn't work on the necklace, right? Or the...
No, normal magic wouldn't work on the necklace, but the sword worked on the necklace.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, next question.
Who is Harry Potter's godfather? 1. Professor Dumbledore.
Oh, I know this one right now.
2. Gilderoy
We
Lockhart.
need to hear him.
3. Sirius Black. Or 4. Severus Snape.
CJ, can you please take this seriously?
I'm sorry.
Okay. What do y'all think it is? Can you put the questions back on the board so they can see it? So I can see it. Bam. Okay.
Tres.
Take it off.
Alright. It is.
All right, we got some 3s. We got some 3s. Sirius Black. It's
All
some
3s except Cheyenne. She said 4, I mean. So she had it right, I think, first.
Yep, 3. Sirius Black.
And you are correct.
Everybody said 3, except
Everyone said
Cheyenne,
3.
who changed her answer and went to 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I have all 3s.
And sorry, Allison, for calling you Scott. That's your father's name. She's
What?
using her dad's account.
Next meme.
It's too late. You can't take back it. That's what it is. Your answer was 4, Cheyenne. Sorry.
What is the newspaper that frequently appears in all 8 books? 1. The Daily Prophet. 2. The Witch's Voice. 3. The Quibbler. Or 4. Witch Weekly.
Oh, Witch Weekly, huh?
Now,
Or
low-key-
The Quibbler?
Loki, I know the answer, and I'm putting my answer up in the air so everyone in the room besides y'all can see it. But I can totally see which weekly being an actual thing and the Quibbler.
Yeah.
You got
All right.
one.
Everybody's saying 1. Cheyenne's going to say like 3 or something. Haley, come on, really? Haley said 2.
The
It was
answer
1.
is 1. The Daily Prophet.
The Daily,
Daily
Prophet.
Prophet. Did you see the new Daily Prophet?
What?
It's a line from the movie.
All right. Next question. What is the gift that Harry has which enables him to speak and understand the language of the snakes? 1. Parseltongue. 2. Murmish. 3. Rune. Or 4. Gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
4 is reasonable.
4 is reasonable.
4 is very reasonable.
But
But I think
know what it is,
I
though.
think number 1 is more likely. Okay, put your things in. We got some 1s coming in.
Murmish, I
Got
got
another
2
one.
2s.
All 3 of the students said 1 on mine.
Haley, Allison, and Christopher say 1. Cheyenne and Abigail say 2.
Good job, y'all. Good job. Good job.
The answer,
Y'all are smart.
parcel tongue.
Parseltongue.
Parcel.
Cheyenne and Abby, you need to brush up on your Harry.
Star Wars fans.
Yeah, the Star Wars fan.
All right, let's go on to the next here. What enchanted artifact chooses the most worthy entrants who submitted their names for the Tri-Wizard Tournament? Is it 1, the Resurrection Stone, 2, the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh.
3, the Goblet of Fire. Or 4, enchanted coins.
Okay, so at first, I thought number 4 sounded way more appealing because I glanced down at the screen and I read real quickly enchilada coins.
Sounds delicious.
Yes, right? But I know this one. The question kind of threw me at first, though, because I was really confused. And then when I saw the options, I knew immediately what it was. But my answer, you know what your answer is?
Yeah, I know my answer. It's Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
The answer is
The Goblet of Fire.
Number 3.
I feel like
number 3, the
I feel
Goblet.
like I'm not a super fan of Harry Potter, but I feel like I've got all of these right.
Yeah, no, these are not extremely difficult. I think if you've watched the whole series, you could do pretty well in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. The eccentric Dumbledore has a scar above his left knee that is a perfect map of what? 1, Hogwarts Castle. 2, London's Underground. 3, Gringotts Bank Vaults. Or 4, the location of all the Horcruxes.
I had no idea this is a true thing.
Yeah, this is probably seems to be a true thing.
This is a tough one.
Dumbledore's got a scar on his knee. When did that come up in the movie?
It's probably a book thing.
Yeah, it's probably definitely a book because I have all kinds of people saying.
It's so hard. I have nobody answering for me.
I think
Anybody know
I
this one?
know, but I
Come on, Blaine.
I think London's Underground might be the best answer because
I'm waiting till I see Blaine's answer because I will go with Blaine. He is my, I think, go-to Harry Potter.
none of my people are answering. They probably don't know. Darn it.
Definitely not going with Shane's answer.
all right. So make some
Cheyenne's
guesses,
answer.
people.
I'm
Make
going
some
London
guesses.
Underground.
Okay, wait. Let me. The Hogwarts Castle, London's Underground, and I'm going with 3. I'm going with the bank.
Going with London Underground.
The answer is
Oh!
London's Underground.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Blaine,
you're
I'm
losing.
sorry. I didn't see yours in time. Blaine was right. London Underground.
Yeah, as soon as I said my answer, Megan posted like, "I know this. It's 2."
Yeah, I got Allison 2, Cheyenne 2. Cheyenne was actually right. Abby was right. Blaine.
Victoria's mad because it was in the movies, not the book. I mean, it's in the books, not the movies, and she's calling you not a true fan.
Yeah, no,
I'm putting words in her mouth.
I am strictly a movie fan. Like, I am not claiming to be a diehard Harry. I enjoy the movies. I think they're great. My brother's read the books, and he calls me the same thing, and he loves the books above the movies. I'm just like, that's too much reading, man.
I have
Too much reading.
I have 2 youth in the worship band right now, and I came here for Sunday, and they did a worship band, and Harry Potter conversation came up, and I was called not a real fan,
Yeah.
but putting words in her mouth. So
Well, that's okay.
yeah, but
I use all my reading time for the Bible. Anyways, next question.
I read some
All right.
theology yesterday.
what is Albus Dumbledore's full
I know.
name? And I'm gonna have a fun time pronouncing all these. Albus Percival Brian with an I Dumbledore. Number 2, Albus Percival Wulfric Dumbledore. Number 3, Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore. 4, Albus Percival Wulfric Nigelius Dumbledore. Any guesses, guys?
Yeah, I'm going with 2.
Going 4.
I'm trying to remember because I think it's in the last one. You hear his full name because he's already gone, right? And Harry's starting to find out a lot about him. Meets his brother, right? And his brother has initials. I can't really remember. I'm going with 2. Everybody, well, I've got one that says 2, one that says 3, 4. So they're all over. Blaine says 3, so maybe I should go with 3.
I'm going 4.
I think I'm going to go with 3.
I'm going 4.
Oh, this is
I changed,
My guess
I changed for you, Blaine.
Oh, it's 3. No, I want to see my answer.
Oh, and it's 3. So I'm going to refer to Dumbledore as Brian from now on. Oh yeah, Brian in the book, right?
Yeah, I as soon as I about to click the button, or my true fan, because she calls me fake fan because I only watch the movies. She put 3, and I knew that was the right answer. She's my go-to.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she read the books.
Allison got it right. Blaine got it right. Haley got it right. Abby got it right. Cheyenne got it wrong, of course. I get to pick on her.
You just called her out completely, of course.
Wow.
Okay,
All right.
next question.
What do Harry and Ron encounter in the forbidden area on the 3rd floor in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? 1. Acromantula. 2. Scruffy. 3. Basilisk. Or 4. A 3-headed dog.
I feel like this is a trick question.
I feel like it's a trick question too. I don't know the name of the dog.
Yeah,
So
I
give
think
me-
the name of the dog is Scruffy.
I think it's Fluffy or something like that.
Maybe it is Fluffy.
It's
But
Fluffy.
it's definitely the 3-headed dog.
Yeah, it's 4. Because it's a 3-headed dog. I've been people saying it's Fluffy. The name.
Fluffy is the name? Okay. Yeah, I'm going with 4.
4.
Allison says 4. Holly says 3 or 4. You pick one. Pick one. Cheyenne says
It's either
4.
a basilisk. It's not the
It's the
basilisk.
3-headed
It's
dog.
4.
It's not the
4.
basilisk. There's no way it's 3 because it's the second movie.
Right.
I watched the first movie like an hour ago.
4.
4. All right. What is the name of the pub run by Madame Rosmerta in Hogsmeade? 1. The Leaky Cauldron. 2. Hogshead Inn. 3. 3 Broomsticks Inn. Or 4. Honeydukes.
Man,
Hogsmeade is not the same as whatever the Central Alley name is. Diagon Alley.
I know they drink butterbeer there. Right?
Because you went to Universal.
No.
and Butterbeer?
Just because in one of them they talk about it, but I don't remember if it's. I want to say it's Leaky Cauldron, but it might be.
I think the Leaky Cauldron is Diagon Alley.
So maybe it's.
I'm going with 3 Broomsticks Inn. Going 3 Broomsticks Inn. No, I'm going Leaky Cauldron. So let's go opposite. I go Leaky Cauldron, you go 3 Broomsticks Inn. One of us are right.
Okay.
But we're both right in theory.
Nobody is saying anything, so I have a feeling nobody remembers this one. Oh, it was 3 Broomsticks
Oh,
Inn.
no. I changed my mind.
Sweet, I'm glad I went with that.
You had
Sorry,
it.
Allison, you
You
were the
had
only
it.
guess.
I had it. I swear, I saw the picture of Harry Potter getting left behind and the screen panning on the 3 broomsticks.
On the sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to picture.
That's what I remember is like 3 Broomstick Inn.
Yeah. Blaine, it was 3 Broomsticks Inn.
Oh, there's numbers.
Oh.
Lots of numbers in this one, guys. All right. Quidditch players are constantly at risk of injury throughout the game. How many possible Quidditch fouls are there?
What?
1, 700. 2, 444. 3, 1,000. Or 4, 934. Man, that 4 seems like a very specific number.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I can
Does-
see the person who makes this doing that to throw us all off.
okay, so here's my question. Is this in the book, just only in the book, or was this in the movie when he's explaining to Harry the rules of the game, when he gets picked to be on the team?
I don't remember this in the movie. I really don't. I think it must be a book thing.
I want to say it's number 4. I want to say that he says there are so many different ways to get hurt. because he talks about what are they called? The buggers, the bludgers, the balls that are
Yeah,
chasing them.
the flying things. Yeah.
The demon balls that are running, flying around trying to hit him. I want to say he says the crazy number like 934. I'm going with 4.
Going for it too.
What's everybody else going with?
And
I got some 4s. I got
a
mainly
really
4s.
Here, listen to this logic to Holly's answer. And this is proof that I am married to a beautifully smart woman. But it's probably 4 because of 9 3/4 platform, 934.
Oh wow. That's a
That's a book thing. That's a book thing.
Wow.
Wow.
Minds are blowing.
wow.
Let's see. Blaine says 1, and Blaine's my guy. What was 1? 700?
Wow. Blaine is really good.
Oh, Blaine is on fire.
Holly had some logic, but
Yes.
Blaine is
Yeah, that's probably why they put number 4 in there. was
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the smart people overthink it. But
Yeah. J.K. Rowling's not that smart.
very good job, Blaine.
She admits to all the plot holes in her story, then tries to pick them up with
Allison's thought
weird
the same
things.
thing. Wow,
All right.
good guess.
Well, that's the last one, guys.
That was the last one? Oh, cool. Okay, so we have one more short break while we kind of talk and discuss things about the order of the next event. So we'll see you in just a little minute. He'll put up the title graphics and music for you guys to chill out to in just one moment. So Nick, go ahead, sign us off.
Ain't nobody out here more like you. And with you, they broke the mold and ain't no more like you. That's for sure. I can't drop out like the top down on the coat. Tell them watch out when I walk, I make them move. Sunday morning with my hands up, like they got the handcuffs. Searching for some answers since mama passed cancer. And my sister left Seattle with a one-way ticket home. Hope she hold the chase and teaching him to speak some more. Gotta keep it going, yeah, that's all it told me. Tell him you can make it when you know the one and only.
Burning bright beyond the fire. You were born to win, yeah, you're a fighter. Don't let your light just fade away. You just gotta live.
You just gotta live. You just gotta live.
You just gotta live.
You just gotta live.
I just wanna live.
He wants you to live.
You just gotta live. Even when my light burns low, I could never lose my hope. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live. Yeah. I just wanna live.
Yes, we can. Nick! You said you were going to tell us.
Nope.
Oh,
Damn it, man.
Hey guys, we weren't just jamming to music. No. Okay, so while we just embarrassed ourselves dancing, we're gonna ask you to do something similar. Well, not really. So what we want you guys to do is post in the comment live chat wherever you are what movie we should watch next. Remember, keep it appropriate. Try not to go above PG-13. And even then, be kind of appropriate with PG-13 movies you watch, just because you don't want to offend anyone or lead anyone into an unedifying area, so that they won't be able. They'll be more hindered by the movie than encouraged to the spirit. Right. But we don't want you just to comment a movie. No, we want you to comment the movie that you want us to watch, and we'll choose that movie, whatever movie that would be, and throughout the week, we want you to watch that movie and post on Instagram or Facebook a picture of the movie and ask and tell us what underlying spiritual tones do you see in the movie. So that's what we want you to do this week. And if you do that, your name gets entered. CJ, what gifts are we going to give out this week?
Oh, man. I don't know. We did a $10 gift card to Taco Bell, right? I would say we should give away the puzzle from my wife would kill me. Because she did all the work.
Oh.
The Harry Potter puzzle.
How would we give away a Harry...
because I can glue it and send it. They can have the whole frame puzzle glued.
How about we find a puzzle of the movie
we're doing now? I
we're
gotta
doing
talk my
now?
wife into doing it. What?
How about we find a puzzle of the movie we're doing now? Right now?
This one.
Well, not now, not the Harry Potter, but the one we do next week. We'll do it together and make the puzzle, and then that will be...
So we're gonna go 50 puzzle piece?
Yeah, sure. whatever piece of the puzzle. And we'll make that, and whatever we finish by the next week, which is going to be us who stink at puzzles. And whatever we have finished, we're going to send to you.
And then you get to finish it.
You get to finish it or just hang it on your wall.
There you go.
So you get an awesome puzzle signed by me and CJ. Because we're going to sign this.
And Andrew Holbrook won our puzzle, not our puzzle, our $10 gift card to Taco Bell. So. And
you can get in contact with CJ about how to get that.
You could be the next winner of the puzzle. Yeah.
Because everyone wants this puzzle. Okay, so whatever it is, and we have some already coming in, and we will talk about those at the end of the stream. Okay, but Harry Potter, CJ, you have a kind of a major theme for this, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and discuss that. So we watched Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, not Philosopher's Stone, but Sorcerer's Stone. And we both watched it. So, CJ, what underlying tones have you seen?
All right. So, I like Harry Potter, and like some of you out there have already said, I'm not a true fan, and that's just fine with me. I like being a movie fan because all that reading would just give me a headache. So, but when you're watching the movie, and I'm sure the same overall general theme is in the book too, right? That's how they can make the movie. But when you watch the movie... I can't help but see the picture of Christ-like love, meaning that from the very beginning, one is you've got Harry Potter, who's this kid who is super famous, who doesn't really know why he is or who he is and what his abilities are. And then you have this whole wizarding world, but then his mother pretty much saves his life, right? His mother shields him from Voldemort trying to kill him and leaves, Harry with the scar and all that stuff. But the fact that his mother had shielded him and tried to save him, right, then that gives him this like special gift, and he then has this mark on him, right, and he has a special ability now where Voldemort can't kill him, and so he's been touched or you can say marked with sacrificial love. And even at the end when Harry's talking to Voldemort, or somewhere in the movie Harry's talking to Dumbledore, Brian, we're calling him Brian now. When Harry's talking to Brian, at some point he tells him that, that it was his mother. The reason why that guy couldn't touch him and why that guy got hurt when he touched Harry was because of his mother's love. I can't help but see how that relates with us and Christ, meaning that when we look at the big picture of Harry Potter and the sacrificial love of the mother dying for her son, and then him being gifted and this mark, right? And so when Christ died for us, and it's crazy that like this picture for me because of Easter coming up this week and Christ dying for us, and then we can accept that gift, right? And we can have his Holy Spirit who comes on us, or that mark, right? Like Harry has, we have this spirit that comes on us that then the devil can't touch us. No matter how hard he tries, no matter what he does, he can't touch us because who we have in us and who sacrificed themselves for us. And so when I look at this first story in the Sorcerer's Stone with Harry Potter, it's just amazing to me watching the overall picture of how much it resembles Christ's love for us and giving himself for us like Harry's mother gave himself for us, and how that we can accept then the Holy Spirit in our lives to guide us and to help us and to keep us from evil. So that's my overall big picture of Harry Potter and my take on it. So, Danny, what did you think about Harry Potter?
Hold up, I'm trying to get back to live chat so I can read what my students are saying. There's so the big overline one that I've seen, and I've seen all that too, sacrificial love, was the fact that we're a chosen race and royal people, right? Harry's chosen, the chosen one, right? And he in some cases he's kind of like the Jesus character, but also in some cases he's kind of like us. We're chosen by Jesus, and just as Harry is chosen by this greater will that's going forward to defeat Voldemort, we're chosen to face our fears and our giants in life, and we're being chosen doesn't mean like you need to be like a Malfoy who thinks himself as chosen, but Harry faced it with a lot of humility. And I saw that kind of major underlying tone of the movie where like he goes, "You're the chosen one." He says, I don't want to be the chosen one. And there are some moments in the future movies where like he goes, I was like, Hermione, this girl has a crush on Harry, like in a future movie. Yeah. And Harry, she only had a crush on him because you're the chosen one. He goes, I am the chosen one. And he gets slapped because like his tone is like kind of changed, and just because he likes a girl. And there's always this idea of like, what does it mean to be the chosen one? And as Christians, what it means to be a chosen one doesn't mean like you're above anybody else. And even though people may put that title on you, like I remember growing up as the Christian kid, right? A lot of people put that title on me, is that I'm supposed to be better than everybody else, and I'm supposed to be with the higher standards, and that made me rebel a lot too, that I had that. So those standards put on me. So just because we're chosen doesn't mean we should look at ourselves above anybody else or think we're better than anybody else, but more of a humility that like I'm not chosen because I chose this path. I'm chosen because Christ has chosen me. The second thing I kind of saw, which I thought was really interesting, I was watching the scene where the uncle was trying to stop the letters from coming up. So he's like destroying them. He's hiding them from Harry. He's drilling he's boarding up the vent, and there's even a scene of him just burning the letters in the fireplace, right? And then on Sunday, no post. Tell that to Dumbledore. Dumbledore, and all the letters start flying throughout the house, through the vent, but even through the fireplace. And it almost reminded me of like the Romans 8:28. All things work together for good of those who love the Lord. So this man was using this thing to destroy these letters, and God uses Dumbledore in this case uses the chimney to deliver the calling. And what Satan has used for destruction, God has used for creation and given His word out there. And you can prevent yourself from hearing God's word, but if God's calling you out of darkness, He's gonna get His word to you one way or another. But are you gonna let it go all the way to a giant knocking on your door, kicking down your door, and go pulling you out, or are you going to accept and embrace what Christ has for you? And I think that's kind of the idea of what's going on, is that we have this creator who wants to give his message to us and to his people. And sometimes we live in rebellion and we board up our windows, we burn the chimney, but God has a way of delivering his message to you. And this just kind of reminds you of God's pursuing love, that He pursues you even in ways that you don't think He'll pursue you. So where we wouldn't think that letters are good on a chimney, God used it to bring letters. I mean, Dumbledore used it to bring letters. That's just God used it to do that. That's one of the cooler ones I've seen. Yeah. There's also, as you see, sacrificial love of Ron at the very end of the movie. You have friendship going throughout it, and these kids kind of keeping themselves together as a group of friends, even discovering themselves as friends. When Hermione gets hurt by Ron's words, it was Leviosa, not Leviosa, right? And she runs to the bathroom and cries. Ron probably feels bad when that happens, but he genuinely does care for her, and he pursues her and goes after her. And just as we may say stupid things in our walk with Christ, we may offend a friend or someone that we may not know, and God may use that thing to show us that we actually care about these people. So that's what I kind of saw.
I like how through this whole thing too that Harry's trying to find himself, right? He's trying to figure out who he is and find out a lot about his past. And throughout the whole movie, it seems like he's running into obstacles, right? And he's figuring out things, but there's always a challenge and there's always a struggle, and he doesn't know if he's gonna be able to get through it. But he doesn't stop. And so there's so many things I think in there that I see in there with the fact of a new Christian trying to learn and figure out this thing called the spiritual walk, or coming along, and getting to know Christ. And then having these teachers around him who are trying to teach him the way and stuff like that. And then ultimately having, like you said, the people around him who are there to support him and help him and be good friends and be there all the way up to sacrificing themselves for it. And the whole time though that he's doing this, he's got this evil person trying to track him down and kill him. And it's the same with us in our lives every day. We are constantly trying to get better at our skill or our knowledge of Christ and becoming better people and becoming better Christians and better disciples and all that. And yet we constantly every day are being attacked by an evil spirit, right? Who's trying to get us to give up and just submit, or even there at the end where he tries to get him to kind of join him, right? And be a part of it and the things that they can accomplish together. And so the devil will even do that. You can have so much more fun doing it my way, and you can get so much more doing it this way, and you so much more enjoyment. And God doesn't really mean that, just like He did with Eve in the garden. But we really, if we just stick to it and we put the right people around us and we focus on what we're supposed to be doing and allowing God to change our lives and grow us, and then we can, become better Christians in that way. And just how Harry ends up to be stronger than Darth Vader, as we earlier discussed.
Yeah. Something I was just kind of thinking of was do you remember how like Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron went up to the cat lady? Can't remember her name. Gosh, what is her name? No idea. But she goes up to her and they're like, they're breaking like they're trying to rob the Sorcerer's Stone. They're trying to get to it, and she was like, "No, it's protected. It's good." It kind of reminded me of like when like God will get things done how He wants to, how He will get things done, whether He uses you or not. You want to give God every opportunity to use you, so that it may be better for you to grow spiritually out of it. But if you refuse to, God's gonna get His message there how He wants to get His message there, and just kind of like a Jonah story, which Randy tried to tell earlier.
Yeah.
Is that like the story is gonna get there. And He may force you to go, or He may call somebody else to go. And it's up to you. And if you're the person who has such security in your own protection and your own understanding, you may not be used by God the way that God wants to use you. He may use somebody else. And it kind of keeps me in perspective that maybe we should trust God more and pursue things that we are called out of, because I'm sure in your walk you're gonna get called out for sin or called out for something, and you may pursue it or not. I remember when I was mentoring one of my mentors for a while, he told me a story where parents came up to him and accused him of showing favoritism, and he pursued it out, and to see whether or not he had it in there. He asked God if he had it in there, and he pursued it, and whether it's true or not true, he pursued it as if it's something he needed to discover, and that always left a mark in me that I need to pursue when I'm called out for something, whether or not it's true or not true. Because if I live with a sense of arrogance, thinking that I'm always right, I'll most likely be wrong. Yeah. So I saw that.
You know, one of the cool things that I saw in this movie that I kind of think relates to me and you?
What?
Professor Snape. Here he is that guy who's really there to protect Harry and do everything he can for Harry, right? And he's constantly, I mean, Snape doesn't do himself any favors by wearing all black and being creepy and just standing in the corners. But this is the guy who's got nothing but Harry's well-being at mind.
Yeah.
Solely. And yet Harry and all of his friends are constantly just thinking that he's the bad guy, right? He's the one who's trying to hurt them. He's the one trying to do wrong. And he's the guy that's there, right? And so sometimes I feel like we can feel like Professor Snape.
Yeah, be the bad guys.
We're the guys here just trying to help you. And yet sometimes we feel like, you know, not that I do this, not that I feel this way, but sometimes you guys can look, or teenagers can look at us like we're the bad guys, or your parents are the bad guys, right? Or, you know, the teachers or whoever it is that's just trying to help you sometimes can come across as these people that are out to get you or hurt you, but they're really the ones that are there to help you, to guide you, the people that God has put in your life to instruct you. You know, as long as someone's not telling you to do something that goes against the Bible, most likely it's to help you. And so whether you like it or not, and whether you enjoy what that entails or takes to do, isn't really the point. The point is that the people that God has entrusted to disciple you and to help raise you, those are the people that you really should be listening to. And yet, no matter what Snape did, he was just kind of this guy that was always the bad guy. And it's that way to the end, you know, and throughout Harry Potter's. And it's so, I feel bad for Snape kind of in a way.
Yeah, I get that.
I can relate to Snape.
Yeah, Professor McGonagall.
Professor McGonagall.
Yeah, my Harry Potter expert just told me that.
Professor McGonagall?
Is the cat lady.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah.
the cat lady. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just called out for that. It's cool. Thank you, Victoria. Appreciate it. But yeah, this movie has a lot of great spiritual undertones, and there's always a stigma with movies of magic that Christians shouldn't watch it because it's bad. And there is a line where, is this movie edifying, or does this movie bring you closer to Jesus, or takes you away from Jesus? And for some people, this may bring you farther away from Jesus. You may be one of those people who believe in magic the way that this movie does, and you trust in that more. You pursue that in a way that is negative and drags you away from Christ, and that's not edifying for you, and you shouldn't watch it. And that's a fair point if you don't think you're going to watch it. But this movie does have a lot of great spiritual undertones if you have a mature faith in Christ, where like you can look for these things inside movies. And the reason we're doing movies, CJ, do you know the reason why we're doing movies?
Because I love movies.
Yeah, that. Yeah, but I think that it's important to kind of like during the time of quarantine, I'm sure these students are watching more movies than ever.
Yeah, I would think so.
Or at least
Or at
they're
least playing
consuming more
games,
media
that's
than
right,
ever.
too. Yeah.
And that's saying a lot for the generation surrounded by media. Like it's crazy. The numbers are coming out as we speak. Well, not like this moment, but like people are saying that more Netflix has been watched more than ever. Disney Plus has had more traffic. Even unnameable sites that we're not going to name on this channel that getting more traffic because you have nothing to do.
Right.
And I think it's good to when you watch movies, not just to consume, but digest what's going on. Because if we can get spiritual undertones out of movies, like Satan has nothing on us.
Well, and what does the Bible say? Whatever you do,
Do it in the glory of
do it
God.
to the glory of God. So, are we not supposed to watch any movies at all? Are we not supposed to watch any TV shows at all? No, I don't think that's the case. I think if you're going to do it, even if you're doing it just for pure enjoyment, you should be doing it in a way that glorifies God. And I think if you can look at a movie, and it's kind of, actually, I like being able to go through and talk about these movies with you on the show, because it's made me start to watch almost everything with this kind of view.
Yeah.
And like you said about the witchcraft and stuff like that, I understand and I fully respect and will back any parent that doesn't want their kid watching it. But I'm the kind of person, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to take that stand on, are we black here?
Yeah, Nick, just go to the another camera. Yeah, and then
I
fix
will
it.
just pause here for 1 second. We got to change a battery. So,
There we go.
what I was saying about witchcraft is you can, like, I will back any parent that doesn't want their kid watching it and all that stuff. But I'm the kind of person that if you are going to pull that with this movie, right? Because if you're someone who's sitting there believing that witchcraft is real and that you can use a wand to make things levitate and all that stuff, then, and there are people, then, you're, I think, a little further off than someone in our youth group, right? And so, but I'm the type of person, too, I'm not going to jump on bandwagons and say that I'm not going to buy from Starbucks because they give their money to such and such association. Because if I do that, then I need to do that with every single thing that I purchase and every single thing that I consume and every single thing that I watch. That, okay, well, that person gives their money to this, and so I'm not going to buy that product. And before you know it, I'm an Amish person. And nothing against them, but I prefer my lifestyle. I enjoy it, and God has given me these blessings in my life, and so I'm going to enjoy them and use the godly undertones to try to find those spiritual insights and look at things through a different light. And so, again, if your parents don't want you watching the movie, don't watch the movie. But when we are spiritually strong in our faith, then we can watch these movies, or we can look at movies and anything with the spiritual insight and trying to find something that we can learn from it and glorify God from it. Because like we said, everything we do, we should do to honor and glorify God. So,
Yeah.
we're still changing that battery.
Yeah,
by the way,
you
also.
can't see me, but I'm gonna add to that. So I was at Myers the other day.
Okay.
This was a couple months ago, actually. But it was crazy. I was buying a Nerf gun, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a youth pastor. I buy Nerf guns, as you all know, if you have joined me for Little Brother at all. And I was buying this Nerf gun, and I was also grocery shopping, so I had a giant Nerf gun with a bunch of food. And this lady comes up to me, and this lady is probably the most interesting person I ever met in my life, besides the Nazi. I met a Nazi before, and that was interesting.
Wow.
But anyways, she comes up to me and she goes, "Do you believe in Jesus?" And I'm like, I'm wearing a Christian shirt, by the way. So I thought she was just kind of like commenting on my shirt because it says Jesus on it. So I figured she probably sees that. So I was like, yeah, I believe in Jesus. I was like, do you believe in Jesus? He goes, yeah. Let me tell you why you shouldn't buy that gun. I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. Why shouldn't I buy this gun? And she basically said that, like, you know, that company that makes Nerf guns is controlled by the devil.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, you have a low understanding of who God is, because I believe that all things work. All things are God ordained. God allows everything to happen, right? And we see this in Job, and I brought this up. Like, it's like Satan couldn't touch Job.
No.
He can't do anything without God's permission. And we have this understanding of Satan that he's more powerful than anything else. But God is like, Satan's a 0.001 on the great powerful level. God's a billion. He's infinitely bigger than Satan. Infinitely bigger than Satan. And if I should be scared that Satan owns a Nerf company, no. What I'm going to do is use this Nerf gun to glorify God and shove it in his face.
And have Nerf wars at the lock-in. Right?
Yes, because it's more important to glorify God with everything you do. That's how you get back at Satan. So us finding spiritual undertones in Harry Potter is undermining what Satan did in Harry Potter.
Right.
It's funny. I like rap is one of those things that, like, I think there's some rap that's unedifying.
Right.
Period. When it talks about raping women, like, no, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to champion it. I think it's disgusting and wrong. I can't believe anyone would want to listen to it. But to put Christian rap under the same category as all rap, you're a crazy person.
Right.
Why don't we champion that these men got up, and women have got up and said, like what Satan has meant for evil, I'm going to use for good. And let's glorify that, not just tear it down. So Christian rap's one of those things that gets hit all the time. But if we can transform a culture to do good, how much better would it be?
Right. I agree. I think we're getting the lights shut out on us and everything. Oh,
They're on a timer for my Wednesday nights.
That's how long we're going. No, I think you're dead on. And so I think that's key when we're doing these movies, like Danny says, and everything that you do it in a way that honors and glorifies God, and look for the spiritual undertones or insight into these things. I do have a question I want to answer from my live feed. They're asking what a Mac Daddy is because of my T-shirt, and it's not saying that I'm a Mac Daddy, because obviously I'm not. I'm too old for that. But it is from a restaurant in Wisconsin Dells. It's a mac and cheese place, and they do their sizes by, like, Little Mac, Big Mac, Mac Daddy, in sizes. And so I got the Mac Daddy T-shirt. That's what Mac Daddy means. So.
I thought you were just a huge fan of the youth pastor down in Indianapolis named Max
Zambrano.
Zambrano.
Yeah.
He's a huge fan of got Mac Daddy on your shirt because he wants to sponsor him. Hope he's watching this.
Yeah. Sponsor our YouTube channel.
Give us $1. keep us afloat.
Right. Low budget here.
Very low budget. We're all of our equipment is donated and borrowed from a church. Well, we're about to close out. So, what movie we're about to? That's what I was going to get to.
So the only one that they put in mind was Frozen.
Frozen? I don't want to watch Frozen.
I really don't want to watch Frozen.
Mission Impossible, National Treasure, A Dog's Tale, Hatchie, A Dog's Tale. I never heard of it. 2009, Madagascar. I don't want to watch a lion bite a zebra's butt, so let's not go with Madagascar.
Yeah, I like the National Treasure.
Let's go with it. National Treasure.
National Treasure.
National
That's
Treasure.
A good movie.
Yeah, it's one of I can't think of his name. His best movie.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage, and I'm already thinking of all kinds of things already just from seeing the movie.
Okay. National Treasure. Next week's movie. So again, what we want you to do is post a picture of a National Treasure moment. It could be a GIF or GIF, however you say that. It could be just a still picture, but post an underline spiritual underlying theme that goes on during National Treasure. And let us know what you think so we can have a discussion. We might even put yours up on the big screen.
So now we got to try to find a National Treasure puzzle. That's the task for us this week.
We can just find like an ancient like Egyptian puzzle or
Yeah,
something.
we'll just find something. Okay.
Something American themed. We got it.
And that's our task during quarantine is put together this puzzle. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Thanks for joining us. You don't get to see both of us in our final shot because the camera's down. So Nick is just
back and forth.
transferring back and forth to give you as big a headache as possible. All right. Remember, when you post those things, tag one of our youth groups in that and on Instagram or Facebook, or tag us personally in it so that we can put you in the vote. All right. See you all next week. Bye. Hit end stream. End stream. Think you got this. Title graphic.
We're going away.
I don't think you can find it. Just stay in front of it. It's the bottom right corner.
Hey, at least it's frozen on you. I can walk off.
Bottom right corner. Bottom right corner. Of the stream tab it. It's a big